Hello guys, welcome back to the Fantasy Football Series. And we have a lot to play around with in our heads for what we could be doing with the team coming in to game week 8 of the Premier League this season. Obviously Dubravka in net over Petrovic. I feel like Crystal Palace obviously have been good. Both been good at keeping clean sheets, yeah, and they've had a good record in London so far, but Dubravka against Leeds feels like the safer option because Leeds are still up and down with their goal scoring ability, especially away from home. It's going to be a tough game for him. Gabriel against Fulham. I think Arsenal, once again, strong defensively. I can trust on that. And then Van der Ven against Aston Villa. Aston Villa have managed to find the back of the net a few more times now this season, but Tottenham are a very strong outfit in terms of stopping that from happening. And I think Van der Ven can get a clean sheet here. Maybe, do something else for me as well. Alderte, currently injured with a knock, I believe. That's a muscle injury. That's worrying. It's worrying. Might require a change for Anderson or Tarkowski, to be honest, on the bench. We'll keep Alderte now. We hope he plays. Obviously that game is all the way on Saturday at 3 o'clock, so hopefully he's better by then. Hopefully he can play, but that is a play that I might monitor and see about a change there. Semenyo against Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, tough team to be playing against, but Semenyo has been providing so far this season, so we can trust him still. Xavi Simons against Villa. I think, once again, on a bit of a last warning for me here. Xavi Simons, he's not been performing as of recently. If we get up his full profile, he's got 1 assist so far this year, and he against West Ham in game week 4 there, and nothing in the last 3 games. I thought I'd be seeing something special from the guy, but being hooked early on, it's just not what I need in my team, and someone like Xavi Simons is someone I'd be looking at getting out and changing up. Maybe for Kudus. Kudus, who's been getting involved heavily in goals and is at a cheaper price as well, feels like I should be having that in my team over Xavi Simons. Reinders as well, once again, not doing too much this season. He had that 1 assist against Arsenal and a goal and assist against Wolves. Apart from that, not much, and I feel like I've been driven into propaganda by getting him into my team. And then Eze, someone I'm very happy about in my team, obviously been finding the goods for us so far this year. 3 assists so far this year, and I think his goals will start coming in soon as well. Isak, once again, someone who's maybe on a final warning here. The poor international break for Sweden, and he's been poor really so far for Liverpool. Nothing so far this season in terms of goals. It's not happening. Haaland, though, someone I'm very happy with, someone that I will be captaining this game week. Obviously, with how his performances have been, he's scored in every game apart from that Tottenham game so far this year. But he does have 9 goals in the 7 games that have been played, which means, yep, he is captain material. The next few games might be a bit up and down for him. Villa away, Bournemouth at home, Liverpool at home, and Newcastle away. They are tough games, but he's not someone that's going to be leaving my team. He's someone that is definitely going to be staying in my team over the course of them games. And João Pedro, someone who I'm a bit up and down on, obviously getting sent off weeks ago, but it's just kind of not what you want to see. It's the last 3 games having providing nothing really, like losing 2 in a row against United and Brighton is poor from them, and then the winning against Liverpool was late on, but they managed to get it. They got Forest and Sunderland. They got some nice fixtures coming up, and they can definitely stay on the team for them nice fixtures. But I have thought about other options for Chelsea that I could be bringing in instead of João Pedro. Let's get onto them options that I'll be looking at. As I said, there's a few players that are on a bit of a last warning in the team, being Isak. João Pedro is getting close to it, so he's got nice stuff fixtures. Reinders and Xavi Simons, and Anderson. Really, Anderson would be getting a lot of defensive contributions, but if we go look at defensive contributions, actually, we see on defensive contributions he has it not showing on here. Can we scroll across? Yeah, we go get to scroll across. Defensive contributions. Made 15 against Bournemouth, 10 against Villa, 15 against Brentford, 12 to... See, he does get that extra bonus point in every game apart from the Brighton game, which is impressive. But yeah, it's... Maybe we want to see a bit more from him. Obviously, 3 points, 3 points, 10 points. He's a consistent 3-pointer, and that's sometimes what you need. For 4.5 mil, a consistent 3-pointer, I can't complain with too much. Obviously, Gabriel... I mean, I probably do need another strong option in there in the defence. Tarkowski can be that option, but once again, a run of fixtures means it's probably not going to be anytime soon. Van der Ven should be a safe option. Once again, run of fixtures means it's probably going to be maybe to a bit of period now where I might not want to have Van der Ven in the team. Looking at the fixtures there against Villa, I'm happy to have him against Villa, but after that, Everton away, you know, we could keep Everton away. Chelsea at home, United at home, Arsenal away, not happening there. Fulham at home. It's not looking green for him. It's not looking green for him. And I'll dare say £4 million. I don't mind him, and he's got some nice fixtures coming up. So up and down, but it's £4 million on a defender. Maybe we need to put some more wealth in my defence. Maybe I just don't know who I'd bring in, because I've already got Petrovic in, and Petrovic. If we go clean sheets, if we go by all players, no, go goalkeepers, and then go on top ones. No, we're going to go on clean sheets. Newcastle keeping a lot of 5 clean sheets so far for Newcastle. Might be worth me getting a Newcastle player in. I've also got Arsenal players in. Maybe a Newcastle and a Palace player. We've got Sunderland covered. We've got Spurs covered. Maybe get a Newcastle player in. I think that's what maybe I can add to the defence there. For one of my defenders. If we go on to Newcastle, we can see Burn, Trippier, Shah, Botman, Malik Thiaw's been playing the games consistently now, 3 games in a row, whilst Shah has been on the bench. But it's because injuries, he's back from it. Botman, we know, is definitely going to be starting the games. He's up and down still for him, but Thiaw has been putting in good performances. Obviously, clean sheet last game against Forest. Few difficult games in there, but consistent in the last 3 games. Hall slowly coming back from injury, hopefully be back soon. Yeah, I'd want to put my faith in Thiaw. To change it to total points, who currently less than Shah. Botman is on 26, Trippier on 27, Dan Burn's actually on 43. Dan Burn started every game. Dan Burn has started every game. Yeah, Thiaw's obviously a cheaper option. Be one of them. I got to play around with it a bit more. When do their fixtures look really nice for clean sheets? I'll give it a week. I'll give it a week before I look at getting Thiaw in. I think this week is going to be a good week to show who the defenders actually going to be that I can trust, because there's a few injuries in the defence, but like Shah, Botman and Thiaw are actually all there. So this should be a good option of going, right, it's going to be them. Obviously, we've only got 2 free transfers as well this week. We've got 3 free transfers a week after. João Pedro's place is pretty safe. Isak could save his place up, but I think Reinders and Xavi Simons are 2 players that are on a bit of a jump-off path. Enzo Fernandez is someone I've looked at. Obviously, a knee injury right now. After that Forest game, really nice fixtures coming from though. Sunderland, Spurs, Wolves, Burnley. Arsenal at home, Leeds, Bournemouth, Everton. I don't mind bringing Enzo Fernandez in. He's taken a few penalties this year. But also 3 goals, 2 assists for the start of the year. Something we'll take, and I've said out Kudus as well, 6.8 million. Cheaper than Xavi Simons. Enzo, a bit more expensive than Reinders. It means I'm pushing the money out a bit more than I should be doing. And Sarr, someone who I had in the team at the start of the season, but obviously injuries took him out. I'd want to wait till after game week 10 to get him in, really, because it was nice for fixture after game week 10. Just want to avoid that Arsenal game realistically. Garner, someone got involved. Gakpo, someone I've been picking up as well. If I'm going to get a Liverpool player in, I might be Gakpo. I felt like getting in for the again, to be honest, because I just know we're going to hold a few, it feels like. Bruno Fernandes and Buemo being cutting up a bit more. Change this to the ICT index. I do like looking at the ICT index every now and then of players. And see where we're at. Obviously, Semenyo is the most influential right now. Bruno Fernandes is always up there. Kudus, who we spoke about. Gakpo, who I've said it looks like he's going to be doing something constantly this year, but it's just about game time. So Boslai Doku, potentially option for, he's been playing a lot of games. He didn't play that Brentford game though, and that's the problem with City players, is that rotation that does happen within the City players. I said right now, Enzo Fernandez and Kudus seem like very good options to me. Go Enzo Fernandez and Kudus. Just restore Isak into the team a sec there. It's 6.1 million. That means I've not got enough. I would need to take out Isak if I was to bring in Enzo as well. Then if we move into Enzo Fernandez and have a look at what that would do. We could actually bring in Caicedo, but I trust Enzo a lot more than I trust Caicedo to get me points. And then it leads me on to looking at forwards. Give me a second. I don't want to look at ICT index on forwards. I want to look at maybe team start to buy. So it was João Pedro, and yeah, I mean, it could have Yokeres in there. But I know I can't. I've got too many Arsenal players in. Ekitike, I could easily bring Ekitike in and just so it replace that. Ekitike is someone who should be getting a lot more game time. Not getting enough game time though, realistically for me, just because of how much he played for Isak. But Walter May, someone who I have looked at actually. Obviously 2 goals in his last 2 games. Looks impressive. Looks like he's gonna be the part. Could potentially what I do. Could be really potentially what I do. And my screen's gone off there. yeah, so Waltmaker go in, and then that leaves me space to bring out Anderson, Van der Ven, or Tarkowski, any of them, to bring in a different defender. As I bringing in defender wise, I would be looking at potentially bringing in a Munoz, and then also I completely forgot who I said I'd also bring in Munoz and a Newcastle player. Seem like the options there. That is going to be the video, guys. If you've liked the video, please leave a like. Want to see more, subscribe. Thank you for watching, guys, and hopefully I do catch you on the next one. Let me know what you're doing with your teams in the comments. Cheers, guys. As I said, hopefully I do see you next time. Cheers.